Hello students, I am Mrs. Shraddha Amit Salvikar. I teach in Deccan Education Society's Madhav Sadashiv Golwalkar Guruji Vidyalaya, Pune. Today I am going to discuss about the topic mensuration. It is the chapter number 7 from your Mathematics 2 textbook. We are surrounded by many different objects, students, right? So we have to measure them, measure the dimensions of them, and that is why we are studying mensuration. In your last lectures or last years, you have studied many different formulae of area and volume. Now let us revise them, and we also are going to study some more concepts related to mensuration in this chapter. Now let us begin with the presentation. Chapter number 7, mensuration. Now, what is meant by mensuration? Mensuration is to measure. It is the branch of mathematics which deals with the study of different geometric shapes like square, rectangle, triangle. Now these are two-dimensional shapes. And then cube, cuboid, cone, cylinder, sphere, etc. Now these are three-dimensional shapes. Mensuration also deals with their lengths, area and volume. It is the practical branch of mathematics. Now why am I saying that it is a practical branch? Because we make use of mensuration in our day-to-day life. For example, how much of lassi or a cold drink is filled in a Tetra Pak? Then if you want to paint your house, how much is the color required? And for that you must know the area. Okay, and hence this branch is known as the practical branch of mathematics. Now in this year, what we are going to study? Let us see the content. Surface area and volume of different solid figures. Then arc of a circle and length of the arc. Sector and area of the sector. And the last topic is area of the segment of a circle. Before actually starting with the topic, let us see what is meant by area. The amount of surface occupied by a given closed shape. Of course, it is a 2D shape, and therefore it is measured in square units like square centimeter, square meter, etc. The areas which can be calculated are, first is the lateral surface area or vertical surface area. Now what are lateral surfaces? Students, lateral surfaces are the surfaces that surround the object. Total area of all these lateral surfaces, that means excluding bases, in the given figure is known as lateral surface area. But in the case of solid shapes like a sphere or cylinder, it will be the area of the curved surfaces, and therefore it is known as the curved surface area. And the second type is total surface area. It refers to the area including bases and the lateral surfaces or the area of the curved part. For example, if you are sitting in a room, the walls will represent the lateral surfaces and your roof and floor will represent the bases. So total surface area means the area of all these 6 surfaces. Alright, if there are 4 walls and roof and floor, so therefore area of these 6 surfaces is known as the total surface area. And then what is meant by volume? The amount of space that a 3D object occupies or substance in the object occupies is known as its volume, and it is measured in cubic units. So volume is also known as the capacity because it is the substance which is occupied in that particular object. The units are cubic centimeter, cubic meter, etc. Now let us start with the surface area and volume of different solid figures. So first shape is cuboid. Can you see a Tetra Pak over here and a brick? So these are the examples of cuboid. So more examples are eraser, then our very own textbook, etc. Now as you can see in the figure, it has got 6 surfaces and each surface is a rectangle. If L is length, B is breadth, and H is height of the cuboid, then the lateral or vertical surface area. Let us see how to calculate it. Now, here are four surfaces, right? Lateral surfaces. The one which is in the front, you can calculate the area of the front surface by multiplying length and height. Okay, exactly same will be the area of its opposite surface. Therefore, there are two surfaces which are having the area L into H. Similarly, if you look at the right hand side, so this area can be calculated by multiplying breadth and height. Therefore, exactly same will be the area of its opposite surface. Hence, the formula goes like this: 2 into LH plus 2 into BH. Here, you can take out 2 and H as common factors. Therefore, 2H into the bracket L plus B is the formula to find out lateral surface area. Then let's see total surface area. Now you have the area of these four surfaces, correct? Now if I want to calculate the area of this bottom, I have to multiply length and breadth. Okay, so exactly same will be the area of the top. Therefore, L into B. But how many times? Correct, 2 times. And hence, this 2LB is added to the lateral surface area. Okay, so the formula goes like this: 2 into LH plus 2 into BH plus 2 into LB, where you can take out 2 as a common factor, and what remains inside the bracket is LH plus BH plus LB. And the third formula is volume of the cuboid is equal to L into B into H. Now guys, pay attention. When you want to find out the volume, you have to take down the area of the base, okay, and then multiply it by its height. Because suppose this is a fish tank and I am adding some water into it, so the water will occupy the bottom, okay, so that will be L into B, area of the base, and then it will increase by its height. Therefore, area of the base into height will give you the volume. Therefore, volume is equal to L into B into H. Let's see the example. Length of a cuboid is 20 centimeter, breadth is equal to 12 centimeter, and height is equal to 10 centimeter. Find the area of vertical faces and total surface area of the cuboid. Now, you know the formula. Vertical surface area of the cuboid is equal to 2H into the bracket L plus B. So now just substitute the values. 2 into 10 into the bracket 20 plus 12. Okay, so you have to solve this bracket first. Hence, 2 into 10 is 20 and 20 plus 12 is 32. Now multiply these two, you will get the answer as 640 centimeter squared. Then total surface area of the cuboid, the formula is 2 into the bracket LH plus BH plus LB. Substitute the values. 2 into the bracket 20 into 10 plus 12 into 10 plus 20 into 12. Therefore, 2 into 200 plus 120 plus 240. You have to multiply first and then add. Therefore, it is equal to 2 into 560. So 1120 centimeter squared. And at the end, you write your answer in words. Therefore, vertical surface area of the cuboid is 640 centimeter squared and total surface area of the cuboid is 1120 centimeter squared. Now let's see one more example. The length, breadth and height of an oil can are 20 centimeter, 20 centimeter and 30 centimeter respectively. How much oil will it contain? And it is also given 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. Now let us write down what is given to us. Length of the oil can L, 20 centimeter, breadth of the oil can B 20 centimeter, and height of the oil can be H 30 centimeter. To find out the volume of the cuboidal oil can. Why to find out the volume? Because it is asked how much of oil, that means the capacity of the oil can. That is why you have to find the volume. Now you know the formula of volume of a cuboid, L into B into H. So just substitute the values, 20 into 20 into 30. Multiply and you will get the answer as 12,000 centimeter cube. But always we measure the liquids in liters. Therefore, you have to convert this centimeter cube into liters. Now we are given the formula 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. Therefore, 12,000 centimeter cube is equal to 12 liters divided by 1000 and you will get the answer. The oil can will contain 12 liters of water. Now, cube, the next shape. Examples, a box, die with which you play snake and ladder, ludo, etc. Then Rubik cube. These are some of the examples of cube. Now, similar to cuboid, it also has got 6 surfaces. Each surface is a square. So that is the difference between the cuboid and the cube. In the cuboid, each surface was a rectangle. And here in the cube, each surface is a square. And all the squares are equal. Let's see the formulae. If L is the side of the cube, then lateral surface area is equal to 4L squared, because there are 4 lateral surfaces, and surface area of each surface is equal to L square. Total surface area is equal to 6L squared, and volume is equal to L cube, because it is the area of the base into height. Here the height is also L, therefore volume is equal to L cube. Now let us see the examples. First, find the lateral surface area, total surface area and volume of the cube of side 5 centimeter. Now you are given that side of a cube is 5 centimeter and you have to find out lateral surface area, total surface area and volume. So just substitute in the formula. Formula goes like this. Lateral surface area is equal to 4L square. So 4 into 5 square, 4 into 25, which is equal to 100 centimeter square. Next is total surface area. It is equal to 6L squared. So 6 into 5 square, 6 into 25, you will get the answer as 150 centimeter squared. And the third is volume of the cube is equal to side cube or L cube you can say. Therefore 5 cube will be equal to 125 centimeter cube. And at the end you write down the answers. Lateral surface area is equal to 100 centimeter squared. Total surface area is equal to 150 centimeter squared. And volume of the cube is equal to 125 centimeter cube. The next shape is right circular cylinder. Now examples are water bottle, then solid pipes, candle, measuring cylinder which you see in the lab. So these are some of the examples of right circular cylinder. Now as you can see in the figure, there are 3 surfaces. 2 circular surfaces at the top and the bottom, and then 1 curved surface. So there are 3 surfaces. So now let us see the formulae. Now here I have taken a cylinder with radius of the base R and height of the cylinder is H. Now say this is a thermos flask and I have to cover it with a cloth. Then I will have to take the cloth and to measure its length. Okay, its length will be equal to how much? Correct, the circumference of the circle. And what will be its breadth? Breadth will be equal to the height of the cylinder. Therefore, here you can see L is equal to 2 pi r, which is equal to the circumference of the circle. Breadth is equal to the height. And now you know how to write the area of a rectangle. Correct. It is L into B. Substitute the values for L and B. L is 2 pi r and B is H. Therefore, you have curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r h. And now the total surface area, as there are two more circular surfaces with radius r. Let's see here the blue colored one with radius r. As it is a circle, it is having the area pi r squared, and like that two circles are present. Hence, total surface area is equal to 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r squared. Now let's see the formulae in detail. Cylinder formula: if r is the radius of the base and h is the height, then area of the base surface, which is a circle, is equal to pi r squared. Curved surface area is equal to 2 pi rh, just now we have seen, and total surface area is equal to 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r squared. But students, here you can take out 2 pi r as common factors, and what remains inside the bracket is h plus r. Therefore, total surface area of a cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into the bracket h plus r. And the last formula, volume is equal to area of the base into height. Therefore, pi r squared into h, that is pi r square h. So remember these formulae. We are going to solve some of the examples. First one, find the total surface area of the cylinder if r of base is 5 cm and height is equal to 40 cm. Solution: total surface area of the cylinder, we know the formula. It is 2 pi r into the bracket h plus r. So 2 into 3.14 into 5 into the bracket 40 plus 5, that is height plus radius. Therefore, 2 into 3.14 into 5 into 45. So the answer you will get is 225. Now multiply everything, you will get 1413 centimeter squared. Therefore, total surface area of the cylinder is equal to 1413 centimeter squared. Now the next example, curved surface area of the cylinder is 1980 centimeter squared and radius of the base is 15 centimeter. You have to find the height of the cylinder. Now given curved surface area is equal to 1980 centimeter square, radius of the base 15 centimeter. To find height of the cylinder. Now you know the formula for curved surface area of the cylinder, which is 2 pi rh. So here it is given that 1980 is equal to 2 into the value of pi, 22 upon 7, into 15, its radius, into height. So we want to find out height h. Therefore, h is equal to 1980 into 7. So this 7 will go and multiply over here upon 2 into 22 into 15. So if you calculate, you will get the answer as 21 centimeter. Therefore, height of the cylinder is equal to 21 centimeter. Understood? Now, the next shape is right circular cone. Can you see this yummy ice cream cone? Yes. So this is one of the examples of right circular cone. Then party hat, conical tent. These are some of the examples of right circular cone. As you can see in the figure, there are two surfaces. One is a circular base and the other one is a curved surface. Now let's see the formula. A is called as the vertex of the cone. From A to the center of the circle is known as the perpendicular height. And from this A to any point on the circle will be your slant height. So, which is denoted by letter L. So, if H is the height, L is a slant height and R is a base radius, then area of the base, which is circular, hence pi r squared. Now, triangle AOB, if you look at the figure, it is a right angled triangle. So we apply Pythagoras theorem in it. Therefore, L square, that is hypotenuse square, is equal to R square plus H square. Therefore, L is equal to under root R square plus H square. Then curved surface area is equal to pi RL. So here slant height is used, and total surface area is equal to curved surface area plus area of the base. Therefore, pi RL plus pi R square. Here you can take out pi R as common factors, and inside the bracket remains L plus R. And the next one is volume. Volume of the cone is equal to 1 upon 3 pi R square H. So if you keep radius and height of the cylinder and cone same, then you will require 3 volumes or 3 cones to completely fill the cylinder. Hence, the volume of the cone is 1/3 to that of the volume of the cylinder. Therefore, it is 1/3 pi R square H. Now, after understanding the formulae, let's do some examples. First, find the slant height, curved surface area, total surface area of the cone if base radius is 12 centimeter and height is 16 centimeter. So R is 12 centimeter, H is 16 centimeter. We know the formula L square is equal to R square plus H square. Substitute the values. Therefore, L square is equal to 12 square plus 16 squared. So 144 plus 256 is equal to 400. Therefore, L square is equal to 400. L is equal to 20 centimeter by taking square roots on both the sides. Now the curved surface area is equal to pi RL, 3.14 into 12 into 20. So if you multiply, it comes to 753.6 centimeter squared. And total surface area is equal to pi R into the bracket L plus R. So substitute the values, 3.14 into 12 into the bracket 20 plus 12. So 3.14 into 12 into 32. Go on multiplying, you will get the answer as 1205.76 centimeters squared. And at the end, you write all the answers, that is slant height is equal to 20 centimeter, curved surface area is equal to 753.6 centimeters square, and total surface area is equal to 1205.76 centimeter squared. Now the last example, observe the measures of the pots in the figure. How many jugs of water can the cylindrical pot hold? Now here you are asked to find out how many jugs of water. So you have to fill in this cylinder with the help of this water jug. Okay, so you have to find out the capacity of both of them. Hence, you have to find out their volume, and if you divide them, you will find out how many jugs will require to fill up the cylinder. Here, radius of the conical water jug, I have assumed it as small r, 3.5 centimeter, which is given to us. Height BH is equal to 10 centimeter. Now, radius of water pot, cylindrical water pot, is capital R, is equal to 7 centimeter, as you can see in the figure, and height of the cylindrical water pot is equal to 10 centimeter. And you have to find out number of jugs of water that the cylindrical pot can hold. Therefore, number of jugs is equal to volume of the cylindrical pot upon volume of the conical water jug. So you know the formula for cylinder volume. So it is pi R square H upon 1 upon 3 pi small r square small h. So pi will get cancelled. R square h, that is 7 into 7 into 10 upon 1 upon 3 into 3.5 into 3.5 into 10. Now also 10 will get cancelled, and 3.5 2s are 7, 3.5 2s are 7. It is equal to 2 into 2 into 3, that is 12. Therefore, the cylindrical pot can hold 12 jugs of water. Students, now let us see all the formulae together. Our first shape was cuboid. Lateral surface area of a cuboid is equal to 2h into the bracket L plus B. Total surface area is equal to 2 into the bracket LB plus BH plus LH. Then volume of a cuboid is equal to L into B into H. The second shape was cube. Lateral surface area of a cube is equal to 4L squared. Total surface area is equal to 6L squared. And volume of the cube is equal to L cube. The third shape which we have studied today was cylinder. Curved surface area of the cylinder is equal to 2 pi RH. Total surface area is equal to 2 pi r into the bracket r plus h, and volume of the cylinder is equal to pi r squared h. And the last shape which we have studied today was cone. Slant height of a cone be L and is equal to under root h square plus r square. Then curved surface area of a cone is equal to pi rl. Total surface area is equal to pi r into the bracket r plus l. And the last formula is volume of the cone, which is equal to 1 upon 3 pi r square h. So just remember these formulae. If you want, you can write down on a paper and stick where you sit to study, so that you can remember all these formulae. Students, so we have studied different shapes. Then the formulae to find out the areas and volumes. And we also have solved some of the examples based on them. It is my personal favorite chapter because if you know the formulae and you know how to substitute, then you can easily get full marks in this chapter. But students, remember, the visualization power is the important thing which you have, because you have to read the word example, visualize in your mind, or suppose the figure is given to you, then it is well and good, but then you have to visualize and then apply the formulae, calculate everything, and if everything falls into place, you can score good marks in the chapter.